What is good, everybody? Shane here, and in this video I'm going to drop you a little something new, something fresh, and something that you are definitely going to want to pay attention to. For those of you that are new to the channel, you may not know this. And by the way, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor, like this video if you do. If you got questions, drop them in the comments. Obviously, that lets me know that you guys enjoy the content that I'm putting out, that it provides value to you, and that it pays for me to take the time to do these videos and bring this information to you guys so you guys can learn along this journey as we go through it. But those of you that have been following for a little while, you know my stance is a little different than some when it comes to some lending platforms and stuff like that. And the reason is because I really focus in on that coin-to-coin exchange. But that doesn't mean that I'm not in platforms and not using programs that also return in fiat, and it's just a little different twist sometimes, and you just have to be advantageous of how many of these programs that you're looking at that aren't giving you the appreciation of, you know, say your Bitcoin or your Litecoin or your Dash or whatever it is, right? You want to be able to also not just make a return on your capital, but you also want to get the appreciation of the coin. However, there are those times, and some of you watching this are in some of those programs, where a return is a return. You still need to mitigate your risk. You still need to diversify a little bit. So I just wanted to preface that as we get into this. But today I'm going to bring you a platform that is very fresh. And when I say fresh, I've been watching it as the ICO kind of quits and comes to market. And we're talking about within the last 24 hours. And it's all exactly what they said it's going to be. Rumor on the street is this actually has something to do with a little bit of a power struggle on BitConnect and some of the extreme brains and geniuses behind that platform. And now, for those of you who didn't get in on BitConnect when it was early, or just haven't quite seen or had the time to do it yet, have an opportunity with a fresh new platform that this is going to be documented on video. So we can go back and we can watch this. But my gut and my due diligence in looking at this platform tells me that this is going to be as big or bigger than BitConnect, as well as one of the largest platforms over the next 12 months in the crypto space. So that is why you are seeing me bring you a new program, which we don't do very often unless we are very, very sure. And as the community inside Hyped, we are going to be running with it and creating potentially what will be one of the largest teams and the largest operations because of the direction that we see this going. So, with that being said, let's get into what we're here to talk about. Today, I bring you Dekado. Now, we're going to take a few minutes to jump through and kind of go through what this is. So, on the front, yes, this is a lending platform. Okay? But it doesn't stop there. This basically has taken the best of the best in all of the crypto space and has pulled it together under one platform that is absolutely firing on all cylinders directly after the ICO stop and the opening to the public. And we're going to go through it, and I'm going to show you each one of these. So this video might be a little long. I'll try to keep it as short as I can for you guys, but I really want you to get this information because I want you to have a full understanding of this entire ecosystem and why you're going to want to get involved with this program. And also, you're going to want to get involved with the Hyped community because I have got something that I am dropping. It's going to be very special for everybody in the community when it comes to this platform. And all I'm going to say at this point is get inside Hyped. You're going to get paid and you're going to earn additionally with this platform. If you are on the Hyped team, if you are in the community, this platform is going to be very powerful for you. You're not going to have to do any extra work, but you're going to reap some pretty cool rewards. So if you're not involved in Hyped, drop down in the description as well. You'll see the link to it. Jump on over there, toss your email in, get access to the different groups that we have set up, and come on inside and start learning with us and see what all this crazy hyped information is and what we're doing inside that community. So, Dekado. those of you who may see what this this emblem here, this logo, may have a little something to kind of talk about what we were speaking to. But excuse me. If we drop down here, okay, you guys can go through some of this. I'm not going to take all the time. You guys are all smart enough. You can come through here and read some of this, okay? Here's a video, kind of gives a description of some things. But this is where we're going to kind of start looking at, okay? So all the different services right now that are kind of, you know, accumulated inside the Dekado ecosystem. So you've got your staking, right? Earn up to 120% return per year through proof of stake minting. It's very simple to earn through this method. You just have to hold your coins in your Dekado wallet, okay? Those of us that, you know, most of us understand what staking is. Those of you that don't, think of it just as holding your coin, right? You're going to earn some appreciation on this coin, okay? So now this is where this sets us apart from some of the other lending platforms and stuff. We can stake our coin, so we can still earn appreciation on this coin just by holding it, even though it's tied up in a different currency and maybe not Bitcoin or Litecoin or something like that. And then we've got terming. So the profit from this investment is generated by Dekado's trading bot and buoyancy software based on the investment option that you use. So terming is going to be some type of, you know, more of a volatility software, right? And there's going to be some trading and stuff going on with their own individual bot. But we've also got mining. Dekado coin mining is the process of which new Dekado coins are generated. You can mine Dekado coins with a CPU GPU, okay? So we're going to be able to actually mine without ASIC miners and equipment and stuff like that, right? You're actually going to be able to mine this coin as well and earn on that. And then obviously we've got trading. So buying and selling of the Dekado coins at different price points and generating profit from the same. You can buy Dekado coins at a lower price and sell them at a higher price. Basically, obviously that makes sense in theory, but you're going to be able to basically flip coins inside the system and not be, you know, there's not going to be any penalties for doing that, right? You're not going to have these exorbitant fees for flipping coins inside the Dekado ecosystem. So we've got coin flipping or trading of the actual currency inside the platform. And this is coming soon. So here we've got our fixed deposit. The Dekado fixed deposits is an investment opportunity where you can put your Dekado coins in fixed deposits with us and earn a fixed periodic interest on the same. We all know what fixed deposits are, right? We've got a variable range of some fixed numbers that are going to generate us a return on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. We're all very familiar with this, this strategy. This is a little different than a long-term lending strategy, right? This is more of a fixed deposit strategy. You put your initial investment in, you're going to get paid this percent over the course of this time at the end of your contract date, right? So that's pretty much how the fixed deposit is going to work. And then here is our cloud mining. So not just regular mining, right? CPU, GPU, but you can now join our cloud mine without all of the hassles of buying and maintaining equipment, manage electricity, and resource cost. So cloud mining, you're going to be able to join cloud groups, mining groups that are already in place, and basically get inside those groups, mine them through the cloud, and then also generate additional returns on the Dekado currency. So we can jump into a little bit of this. They've got some of these breakdowns. I'm not going to go through this whole thing. You guys can come over here and I'll let you go through it and just kind of look at things for yourself, right? But what it does is we come over here and it will give us a breakdown of kind of how this all works, okay? This is all their different information over here on all of the the stuff that's inside the platform. But if you come down here, you can kind of get a vision for where each of these categories fall into place and what it is. So here's the minting, proof of stake, as we talked about in the staking. And you can see here as kind of what the staking initiatives are. So they break these out basically on 6-month runs. what the payout return is on the staking, okay? So it will forever be a 3% return on the funds. But early on, while there is obviously that variable rate, you're going to get a higher return on it. So then you can come through and just get a description of some other stuff in here, okay? So we've got that. If we jump back over here, we've got our terming. Let's just take a look at that for you guys so you can kind of just see. And again, you guys can come over here and do all this. I'm not going to sit and read through all of this for you. But here's basically the lending side of things, right? So you can see here there are some generous returns. Those of you that are familiar with the other platform that we kind of talked about, you can see there is some similarities here. But there is a platform basically for everybody. But you can see we've got some shorter terms and that you do get your capital back on these, right? So this isn't like some other platforms where you put your $500 in and then you get paid your daily interest or your return, and then after your contract is up, let's say it's, for example, 249 days, you get back your interest and profit on top of and above and beyond your capital. No, you're actually going to get your capital back in this situation as well. So you can always have that capital coming back to continue lending and generating a return at the same time. And for those of you that are new to the channel, you won't know this, but those of you that have been around for a little while, you guys know my stance on compounding and what I think of it and how important it is in these systems to generate a long-term play. This is a long-term play. This, my opinion, my gut on this is going to be, like I said before, potentially one of the biggest platforms in this space 12 months from today. This is a long-term play. We will be compounding in this. I will be showing you guys all as we go along how to continuously compound into this system, because we can. We can continue to make additional investments with our returns, okay? So it's going to be possible, and we will work out the best possible strategy for everybody in the community on how to compound inside the Dekado platform. But this is just going to give you kind of a breakdown on how you do it and how it all works, okay? We'll jump back over here, and I think I'll show you one more here just to get a little better understanding, right? We all know what trading is. We don't need to go look at that. We trade our coins. But here's just a little breakdown of the mining process. And you can do solo mining by yourself, or you can do pool mining. Obviously, solo mining, you're kind of hanging out there on an island by yourself, right? So you're only going to get so many contracts that are going to come through that you're actually going to be able to mine on your own. So getting into a pool mining puts you obviously in that pool of a bunch of people that all get to participate. And in a big mine, you're going to receive a whole lot more contracts to generate a profit on by being involved in a pool rather than just going solo. But if you want to go solo, hey, I get it. Some of us just want to do our own thing. All right, let's jump back over one more time here. And I don't believe we could get anything out of these, so we'll just look at our trading real quick and then we'll be done. Excuse me. Grab a drink of coffee here. Those of you that can read this, what does that say? Make it happen. So, that's what we're working on doing here. All right. Here's our trading and how the trading kind of works, right? Basically, like we talked about, you're going to be able to flip coins right inside the Dekado platform. And we're going to log in, and I'm going to show you guys, and I didn't speak of this before, and shame on me. This isn't just Bitcoin, right? This is Ethereum as well. So this is already has more opportunity and potential by just having the Ethereum platform tied into it. But this platform, right off the bat, has everything laid out, functioning, and working. It kind of flew under the radar. Not a lot of people knew about this. Actually, not a lot of people know about it, period, at this point yet. Which is kind of crazy because they did a real silent, quiet ICO. But at the same time, they've got it. They, in theory, came to market after all of these other lending platforms that are trying to duplicate things and trying to replicate the stuff that's working. that really have not hit home yet, right? It's taken months where you've had your funds locked up and you haven't been able to do anything with it. These guys came in, knew what they were doing, are very sophisticated and smart. They've got extreme knowledge in this type of a platform and system. They launched, and it functions, and it works. So, for whatever that's worth, okay? So, but we all understand what we'll be able to do here for trading. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to log in and show you guys a fresh back office. So we don't have to hide anything. We can look at everything, and then probably later today or tomorrow I will drop another video and we'll go through the entire lending process and making a deposit and how all that stuff works for you guys. So give me just a second. All right, so here we are in the back office, okay? So as you can see, just a super, super simple, clean, laid out system. Okay, probably one of the best I've seen. Like, yes, it resembles some other types of systems, but if you've been in any other ones and you've looked at them, this is pretty on point. So we've got our BTC, always an updated value there, as well as Ethereum. And then we've got our BTC to Dekado coin exchange rate, and then also the Dekado to USD exchange rate. So I want you all to pay attention to this number here, okay? We all know where ICO numbers are a lot of times, right? Somewhere's, not a lot of them anymore, around that, 10 to 50 cent range, right? They really all start around $1, give or take. And some of them potentially are up to a couple bucks already before an ICO is even over. So when I say this is fresh, and I'm bringing this to you guys on the forefront of this platform and this opportunity, I'm not joking. You're at $8, okay? $8 per coin. I'm not sure if those of you who know where some of the other platforms potentially have gone after the fact, but my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, so don't make any of your decisions based on what I'm saying here, but my opinion is that this is going to probably 20 to 30x itself, okay? So 10x, we'd be looking at $80. I think this thing has the potentially to break the cusp of at least 200. But that's just my opinion. But that's also why we're going the route we're going with this platform. So you can see here, you've got your Termine wallet, right? So you've got your funds in here. You can transfer it out over into your Dekado wallet and create your Dekado coins there. And you can also exchange it between BTC and also exchange your Ethereum. So, rumor on the street is there may be some other internal swaps and exchanges coming in the future. But for now, we've got Bitcoin and Ethereum in Dekado to work with inside here. So you can see our amounts here for terming, otherwise known as lending, and your capital release days. So this is basically the volatility software, right? Or in this case, they're calling it the buoyancy software, which is basically going to show us our variable rates. And if we click this, we will come over here to the buoyancy side. As soon as Cloudflare is ready to let us open it up. And this will just give it kind of an example here, right, of the buoyancy and what the returns are and what the projected daily returns are going to be, okay? You guys can come through here, you can look at this, and you can get all this information on what is currently happening on the lending side of things, okay? You can see here where we get it and where you also have the ability to reinvest right within the platform. This is going to start being part of our compounding strategy that's going to happen in the future. Very similar, or very kind of standard wallet, right? How to add funds, how to buy, how to add your Bitcoin in what you're going to do in here. Just very simple stuff, right? You just need to verify that browser because that's different. So in a quick nutshell, this is kind of the whole lending exchange backend part of this platform. So if we go over to the exchange, you'll see here what the exchange rates are, how much we have, and basically what we're going to do, right? We have how much BTC we have in our Dekado wallet on the platform, what the exchange rate is currently at, and how many we're going to get based on the amount of BTC. Very, very simple. Referrals, that's going to be, but I will touch on this because I want some of you to understand the power and why inside the Hyped community with what we're going to be releasing with this platform. Why everybody who is inside our community and on our team is going to win big with the Dekado platform. So I will touch on that at the end. So we'll hit the transaction history. Basically, this is just where you're going to come to see all of the transactions that have taken place, right? And then you've got your profile set up and support. Support is actually pretty cool because unlike some other platforms, this place is laid out to actually have a support team, right? You actually create a ticket. You get a ticket number. You get to track any support issues that you have as they come back to you. You have a ticket number that you can reference, so you're not explaining things to 12 different individuals over the course of time and repeating your problems and what's going on. A trackable ticket system for support. I don't know why more of these platforms don't do it, but they don't. So, all right, so the final thing I want to touch on here is, let's jump on over here to the referrals. For those of you that are interested and obviously like sharing your platforms, your information, what you're doing, this is going to be very beneficial for you, okay? So basically back in here, you can see this is fresh. I told you this was going to be a fresh account, and there is nothing in here. There's nothing going on, okay? But if we jump over here, we'll show you the breakdown. So, earn Bitcoins by inviting new members to join the Dekado community. Okay, this isn't anything fresh or anything new, right? It's a referral program. Everything online has a referral program today. But this program is 10 levels deep. But just because it's 10 levels deep doesn't mean it's crazy and it's not sustainable virtually forever, okay? Because you can see this is not aggressive. This is something that can sustain for quite some time here. 7% level 1, 3%, 1%, 1%, and then 0.5% all the way down level 10. Now 0.5% doesn't seem like much. But what do you think 0.5% for 5 different levels, when you have a team that is sharing things with you, what that turns into when you have potentially hundreds or thousands of people that are also doing a compounding strategy inside Dekado and lending and staking and mining and everything else. This is powerful. This is a pretty good laid out system, but it's not so overly aggressive that you can't wrap your head around the fact that how is this even possible, right? This is possible. This has been a very well thought out structure. So you guys can come down here and obviously you can look at all the different information, things that are acceptable for promoting. Just a little explanation of everything and kind of how it works. Jump back over to the dashboard real quick. I don't know if it's my internet or CloudShare really doing their backup security work today, but boy, this thing seems to be taking a minute. All right, so we're back in here. So I think that pretty much lays it all out for you guys. In a quick nutshell, this platform is rock solid, okay? Like I said before we got into all the other stuff, I don't share a lot of new programs or platforms on this channel, and there's a reason for that. Because we've got an entire community that trusts the opinions and the safety net that's been put in place in order to be involved with some of these platforms. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean there isn't risk in anything that we do in this space. There is. I'm not naive to that. I'm not trying to say that this platform is any different than any of those other platforms. There's always a risk. But that risk is throughout life, right? It's not just crypto. But this platform, so back to not putting a bunch of stuff out, right? Unless there is that very good, rock solid gut feeling. That platform that is going to be sustainable for a long time. The platform that is going to generate returns for everybody that comes across it and is involved in part of our community. These are the platforms that come out in the public eye. There's stuff that gets tested, there's stuff that gets looked at. But this is the stuff that really makes its way to YouTube, to the channel, to the sharing with all of the subscribers and everybody that's new that may come across these videos. So there is a lot of due diligence that goes into this. There is also a lot of, scrutiny and kind of vetting the platforms and the programs before anything makes it to this level. So I just want to stress that. This is not something that just gets tossed out here all the time. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, get subscribed to it if for nothing else, to get some feedback from myself, the community, and the stuff that we share and the stuff that's going on inside of there. Subscribe to the channel so you can see the progress with these platforms. So you can get any alerts or things about changes that might be going on with these different platforms that we're vested in. And obviously, love to have you inside the Hyped community to get access to some of these platforms before they come out or before they hit the mainstream, as well as have individuals that you can talk to, ask questions to, get feedback, bounce things off of, and also participate in the community structure of things that we do. I'll share a little something with you, our community-driven commissions. I'm not going to say anything more about it, but I think that hopefully says enough to you as to what we do inside our community and some of the sharing and some of the selfless things that go on inside there. It's not your normal cryptocurrency community, right? There are no links. There is no bombarding with referrals. It is a very clean, the floors of the aisles are clean from link spills. There is not a bunch of chaos and craziness. It is a very tight niche, very sophisticated, intelligent group of individuals that are also working with one another, and we'd love to have you inside the Hyped community. With that being said, Hyped link will be down in the description, as well as the link to get yourself signed up, get involved. If nothing else, get in this platform, take a look, take a feel. You're going to see plenty more videos on this platform. You're going to want to follow along, and I hope you take us up on that. Take me up on the journey and follow along and see how this platform evolves. And remember what I said. My gut, my opinion. Take it for what it's worth and make your own decisions. Okay? I am not a pumper. I am not here to promise the world without anything in return. Okay? My personal opinion, vetted, scrutinized, depth dug through opinion of this platform is it is the only lending platform that I will personally be involved with in the future, because I truly believe it is that structured, that well laid out, in that monumental of a platform, and it's going to be around here for a long time. So I hope you guys found some value in this. Please, again, like, subscribe, drop a comment in there. Just let me know that you guys are appreciating this, that, it lets me know that my time is well spent here bringing this information to you guys, and that you guys get some value out of it, and just give me that feedback. Let me know, keep going, right? It does take time to do this stuff, and I really want to bring this stuff to you guys, and I just like knowing that, hey, thanks, Shane. Appreciate you taking the time to bring this to the community and to all of us who are out in the space who have not yet heard of these things and take another, a different look at stuff. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you. I really do. I hope you guys all have a great day. And as always, stay hyped and get out there and make some of that crypto. We'll talk soon.